When the Muhammad Yunus government was sworn in, we told you it's not going to last. We knew that Muhammad Yunus and all the radicals he was breeding in Bangladesh, supporting in Bangladesh, would come home to roost. And they are biting the Yunus government already. Breaking news with more pictures this evening of the attack on the Cox's Bazar Air Force Base in Bangladesh. We have new pictures coming in. And Bangladesh Army has also admitted, Bangladesh ISPR has admitted the attack on the Cox's Bazar Air Force Base. Those are latest pictures. Look at that exclusive video on Republic of what happened outside the Cox's Bazar Air Force Base this afternoon. The release from Bangladesh saying that a local, they're calling it a local, the Bangladesh Air Force and the ISPR. There's also some audio on that. I'll keep that audio also on. Release saying a local had been brought inside the Air Force Base for questioning from a checkpoint as he did not have the necessary documents for his motorcycle. The ISPR in Bangladesh confirming that 200 people from an area advanced towards the Air Force Base in Cox's Bazar while Air Force personnel blocked their path. And as the number of locals increased, a clash took place between the Air Force personnel and local miscreants near the checkpoint. It's essentially a very, very nuanced way of covering up the truth by putting out some warped sentences in between to say that there was some checkpoint and some locals marched. The truth is, this was an attack on the Bangladesh Air Force Base, a Pakistan-like attack, an attack like how you have seen in Pakistan over the years. And this comes a few days after Pakistan's ISI met with Bangladesh's army. And we reported last evening on Republic, last week, we told you that we expect some unrest, crackdown by Yunus even on army camps to weed out anybody seen as pro-Sheikh Hasina. Let me go across to Major Razaul Karim. Major Razaul Karim joining us live. He's a former Bangladesh Army official. Major Razaul Karim, what really happened? What are you hearing?
Thank you, Republic TV. Actually, yes, there is an incident in Cox's Bazar, but there are also some exaggerations in the media. Actually, the incidents happened in Cox's Bazar. There was some incidents between the miscreants and the Air Force members. Basically, we should not call it attack to Air Force base, because if you mean the attack, actually that should be against the attack should be by a force to another force. So actually, there are the miscreants. A group of miscreants cannot do attack to any military base. This is absurd. So the actual incident is that just nearby the Air Force base, there were some group of miscreants. They had been skirmishing between them, and in the meantime, the Air Force members, they had been there in patrolling. And one of the Air Force member, he went front and tried to appease them. But right at that moment, the one of the miscreants, he started actually hindering him, and thereby he had been trying to snatch the rifle.
Exactly. 1 minute. Just Major Karim, yeah. If I can just stop you there for a second, right?
Yes.
Somebody tried to snatch a rifle from the Bangladesh Air Force, and you're saying it's not an attack. It is a very calm, peaceful protest.
I'm coming to that point. Again, I need to stop you, because you see, for the miscreants, they will try to, and you know, in Bangladesh currently the media is exaggerating, and the media want to get some vibrating facts, and the miscreants, they had been taking that opportunity. They want to be highlighted in the media, so they were not successful to take the arms, but they had been trying to do some.
Since we get Major Karim. Major Karim, the sense we get, and sorry to interrupt you, the sense we get is Yunus has been in power for a few months. He does not want elections. So he's somebody like Zelensky. You see, there is Zelensky in Ukraine who doesn't want elections. And there's Yunus in Bangladesh who doesn't want elections. And people are fed up. Somewhere people felt that things will get better under Yunus. It did not get better under Yunus, right? We've never heard of such attacks in Bangladesh before.
Yeah. Actually, the comparison between Zelensky and Yunus I don't think that.
Both were
right
planted and backed and
because,
supported by the deep state. You know that, right, Major?
Yeah. No,
He served in the army.
Zelensky's role is a wartime role. Between Ukraine and Russia, there is a war, and in Bangladesh, it's not war; it's a domestic violence. Actually, the previous
Exactly,
government,
domestic violence. Thank you for saying that. You're admitting it's domestic violence. You have just
yes,
admitted it's
but
domestic
the
violence.
Domestic violence and war, there is a far difference.
No, I was
Domestic
talking about the
violence is
quality.
domestic
I was
violence.
talking about the attributes of the two leaders, that both are not really facing elections. Both of them are running away from elections, right? And both of them are autocratic in many ways, correct? That's what I was trying to refer to, yes.
Yes. So here actually, yes, all the political parties, including the previous government, Awami League, they are also trying to see the election as soon as possible. And one of the biggest political party, Bangladesh Nationalist Party, BNP, Jamaat Islami, all the political parties, they're expecting to have the election as soon as possible. But the interim government, they want to have certain reformation. And they're feeling that without reformation, the democratic process cannot be established. So now the group of people, those who are expecting the election, they are not agreeing the sentiment or the plan which is mentioned by Dr. Mohammad Yunus. So they are trying to unstable the government